after yesterday's announcement, has requested that he addresses the media just to share some of these views, some of his feelings in respect of yesterday's announcement. We've agreed that he should do so. The association, as you will recall, requested all of us, or everyone, to engage with the president of the association. Unfortunately, the president is getting ready to go to Brazil, so he cannot join us here today. But we have agreed, given the very gracious request from the coach, that he also be given an opportunity to address you, to do so today in a short statement. However, the coach has also requested, and I would want to appeal to you, that he be allowed just to read a statement to you, and that he not field any questions, unfortunately, because we had agreed as an association that the president of the association be the sole spokesperson around all issues relating to the coach. The coach is not lost to South African football, so I don't want this to come out as a period where we are putting someone to rest, or that we are burying someone. We are not doing so. The coach will still be with the South African Football Association all the way until the end of August. So there's still a lot of work that we are going to be doing with the coach. He remains part of the South African football community and South African football fraternity that we are going to engage as an association going beyond August of 2014, as we do with a number of other of our technical brains in the country. So he is not lost to South African football, but he has asked that he just wanted to address you, to share his feelings with you, and just some kind of response from him following last night's announcement. And I would ask that you please, from here on out, just refer all other further questions to the president of the association, if you don't mind. This humble request from us to you. Mazot.
Sorry, Dennis, I just wanted to find out if we will get a copy of the coach's statement.
Yes, certainly.
Absolutely.
Certainly you can get that. And if you would also just excuse me, because I'm also sitting in the meeting upstairs, unfortunately. But if you would just allow, and if you could just respect that request from the coach himself. And I think we agree with him. We would want for the president to be continuing to talk about this issue and the way forward. But Coach, it's much appreciated that you are offering this kind of gesture, and thank you for doing this as well.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so would you excuse me? Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for the time.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just think it was appropriate that I addressed you personally, because over the last, obviously you can understand, over the last 24 hours, I've been getting a lot of calls. And for me to speak to every single person and saying the same thing over and over and over was going to become a little bit difficult. I think I owed it to everybody to make a statement. I think it's only fair and the right thing to do. I wanted to keep my integrity in place and make sure that everybody understood the situation. So I prepared a press release I would like to read to you now. It's, firstly, I would just like to start off by saying that it's been my distinct privilege and honor, the highlight of my career, to have been the South African men's senior national team coach for the last 2 years. Of course, I am deeply disappointed with SAFA's decision undertaken yesterday not to extend my contract beyond August. However, this is a football and it's the nature of the game. I have called this press conference in order to have the opportunity to personally thank those who have supported me throughout the ups and downs, from the SAFA Executive Committee right through to the technical staff and players. There are too many names to mention each and every one individually, but certainly I would like to thank the likes of Danny Jordan, Sarami Lasoko, Barney Kajani, and Alex Iridia, who have worked closely with me throughout this journey. Together we've had a good run, which has seen the foundations having been laid for the vision and plan I had for Bafana Bafana, in order for them to move forward. This is illustrated through the introduction of many young players introduced under my reign, some of which, like Dean Furman, May Mishlangu, Ayanda Patosi, and others, for example, have gone on to establish themselves as true leaders and future stars of this team of ours. We also managed to overcome the old stigma of not being able to score goals at the top level. Over the last 32 matches, we have managed to score in excess of 1.5 goals per game. In official matches, we played 14, won 7 and drew 5. Lost just twice. There have also been a number of friendlies for me to test ourselves, and the victory over current world champion Spain will be a night I will never forget, and South Africa should never forget. That game, that result, is an indication of what is possible with a plan and a vision. Bafana does have the talent and the ability to compete and defeat the very best, and we must never forget that. All in all, I'm looking back as a South African, I'm incredibly proud of the fact that we've seen the team move up the world ranking, FIFA rankings, whilst under my tenure, and hope we can continue to do so moving forward under my successor. However, whoever that is, I wish him all the best with his appointment, and will always be available to assist Bafana Bafana wherever possible. I believe this team can do wonderful things with the vast talent I've seen, and I believe I hand over a national team that is in a far better state than the one I inherited. Under the current guidance of SAFA, I have no doubt we will continue to improve, and I wish everyone involved with the national team the very best going forward. Thank you. I've also over the past couple of weeks, I've also prepared for you an analysis of all our games, played, won, drew, lost, etc., etc. The 32 games. Every time I read in the paper, there's one saying this, one saying that. This is the correct one. It's the official one, and you'll also be given a copy of it. You know, all the games we've played, 32, we won 14, drawn 9, lost 9. Official games, we've played 14, won 7, drawn 5, and lost 2. World Cup qualifiers, we've played 4, won 3, drew none, lost 1. African Cup of Nations, we played 4, won 1, drew 3, and lost none. World Cup and African Cup of Nations, we've played 8, won 4, drawn 3, and lost 1. African Chan tournament, played 3, won 1, drew. Anyway, it's self-explanatory on here. So, as I said, I just want to wish everybody, and personally, I'd like to thank my friend and colleague Sarami for a wonderful job and support he's given me. Alex Aridia for the support he's given me. It's been absolutely tremendous, and I just hope that these two guys can continue with Bafana Bafana because they're a big asset to the country. And also, of course, I don't want to forget Barney Kajani, who's absolutely outstanding as a manager. You know, he was absolutely world class, and the older he gets, the better he gets. He's been fantastic, so I want to thank him personally as well. And with that, guys, I want to thank you all as well for the support during ups and downs. And there's not much more I can say. You know, life goes on, and the decision has been made. The nice thing is, I think I'm going to be one of the few coaches that haven't been fired. So we'll move forward from here. We're all looking for positive things for this country. You know, I'm a South African, I'm a thoroughbred, and all I want for this country is for Bafana to do well, just like you wanted to do well, just like the rest of us and the rest of the country to do well. And it's just a pity. It's just a pity that the business was only halfway through because we had another job to do. But I'm sure the new person taking over will be a very, very good coach, and he needs your support, and he needs our support, and we'll do that because we all want to see South Africa going forward. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.